Okay, Henry, your package has arrived, so I'm going to go ahead and get you opened up here and have a look at what you've sent. Let's zoom down a bit. Okay. Captain Willard, 6105. Okay, let's take a close look. Let's see here. All right. Wow, looks cool. All right. It's a lovely, lovely insert, although it may be from 6309. I'm not sure. I have to take a close look. Got a bit of a divot. This has been hit hit hard at some point in its life. So this is a 73, 6105, 8119. Very interesting. The Lume is a really unique color, quite yellow. Seems consistent. Your hands have lost quite a bit of their sheen. In fact, they are basically have this powdery finish. You see this sometimes. It's an interesting look for sure. I don't know if I will be able to get any sort of shine back on these hands, but it's certainly, fitting for the overall patina of the watch. It's quite cool. It's almost this mustard-colored lume, which is totally cool. So you do not have a clip ball. That is missing. And let's take a look. Do a little comparison to another original. I think that's correct. So yeah, those fonts are good. I think that's right. I'm looking here at the 10. Yeah, so that seems correct. All right, let's zoom down a little bit more here. Look really close at your watch. Crown locks, that's good. Looks like a very original watch. I'm intrigued by this concavity in your case back. I find that somewhat curious. I've never seen one so concave before. So let's just go over some functionality here. See, it's hacking, which it should do. Dial looks quite good. Okay. Date turns over. That's good. Make sure that snaps in. Yeah, that's very good. Okay. So, looks like a nice original watch. Cosmetic wise, I would honestly, I love these things so much in their original state. I would just leave this alone. I can try and just clean a little bit on the hands, but I wouldn't really do anything in terms of reluming. Certainly a new crystal would be nice. But it earned this look, I think, in my opinion. I just find it quite cool. I'm going to take off your case back and we're going to have a look at the movement, and we're going to put it on the time grapher, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it loosened up, so let's go ahead and take it the rest of the way. Alright, so I do see some marks in your case back. I have no idea what they mean. It definitely has has a bump. That's really interesting. I wonder where that came from. All right, so 6105B movement. A fairly new-ish case back seal, although it's not correct for this particular watch. So we'll put that off to the side. Let me see if I can get some of this dust out of here. Okay. Just don't want anything falling in the movement that doesn't need to be in there. All right, so movement's clean, looks good. Everything seems to be in good order. Yeah, I like what I see. It's still, it's got a little haze, but you know, in terms of overall look, not bad. Got a little bit of brassing here from this moving past that that spot. So that's a little bit of wear on those bearings, but it's not terrible. I've seen much worse over time. Let's have a look here. Yeah, you got a lot of motion in this screw. That's your mainspring arbors really showing their wear. That's quite a bit. Okay, we're going to put some power in and just see where we're standing at the moment. Okay, it's running pretty well. Let's see what it's really running like. Be right back. Okay, Henry. Well, you know, it's here for a service, and it needs one. These numbers are pretty low, and you know, it's got some good. There's an upside. You know, you can see distinct points. You know, tracing out the motion of the essentially the escapement, the part of the watch that regulates the time. And you know, if this were a big snowy mess, I'd be more concerned than I am. These numbers are, of course, adjustments. These two here, rate and beat error. Those are things we can manipulate using some built-in adjustment in the actual escapement of the watch in the balance. This amplitude, though, that's a low number. So that's about 110 to 120 degrees away from ideal, you know, perfect watch kind of scenario. It's something we can get better. That's what service does. Service does not, you know, take out wear and excessive age. What it does is it makes the situation to where the watch is lubricated and not undergoing a process of, you know, eventual death due to bad wear. You know, it's something that we can certainly help. I don't know why the numbers are jumping right now. It's sort of weird, but you know that I don't believe these numbers. In fact, that's not reality. Something has happened that has led this thing to get a little bit sporadic. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so back down to something that looks. There we go. Yeah. So time graphers are only really good at, you know, doing certain things, and if the balance starts to get wonky, it can kind of get strange. Anyway, all right. So enough of this. Let's get back to the bench. Okay. Well, we're back. Yeah. So you know, your watch definitely needs a service. It does look like it's had service in the past. I know you said that you don't believe that it had seen it, but there is a mark in the case back. I don't really claim to know where that came from, but the factory didn't do that. Your Lume, I think there's an interesting story there. I'm not sure why it would go yellow like this. I don't know if you wore this watch near bleaches or chemicals or some sort of you know, caustic material, but it certainly has done some interesting patination, and honestly I would leave it. I think it's so cool. You have this sort of blue haze to your insert and this yellowish lume that's consistent throughout, and plus with the interesting sort of law of frosting, if you will, of those hands. It's just so cool. I love it. I think it's great. I think leave it like this. Replace the crystal. You know, we'll get your clip ball back. Don't know how that came out, but it is missing. Rebuild your crown, put new seals in, and you'll be, you'll be good to go. It'll be a watch that you can put back on your wrist, and it'll keep great time. All right, well, Henry, thank you so much, and I'll be in touch, and we'll move forward. Thanks for watching.